Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nick and this is Wild and Wired. Today we're talking about impact resistance or ballistic tests, because there are all kinds of brand new or relatively recent space age materials or next level materials, polymers and clever stuff that absorbs impact like you've never seen before. Now what I'm holding in front of you now is a sheet of D30. What I've got in my feet, in my soles right now, I've just done this live. This yellow stuff is, oh my god, it's disgustingly dirty, but it's called Poron, P-O-R-O-N, not to be confused with anything else. Poron XRD. This stuff, if you put it in your shoes, it's like having Nike Airs in any shoe you have. Same principle here. This is a closed cell foam that absorbs impact. I'm going to take you inside and we're going to drop some balls on these two materials and I'm going to show you the effect that it has. Then we're going to come back out here and send some shots at them. Okay, so in terms of testing, I've got some 11mm shot here, steel. 11mm steel, some 9.5mm steel, and some 8mm steel. Now, 7.7, close enough. Right, watch this. When I take a 12mm, 11mm ball and drop it on this, nothing happens. It just absorbs all the impact. Same with the Poron. There's a little bounce back, but minimal. It just absorbs it all. Now, if I take one of these heavier shots and really throw it at it, it can't go anywhere. And now I'm actually really chucking at it. Right? So that gives a pretty good test. Let's actually string it up right now, put it on the range and fire some balls at it. Okay, I'm just putting the video together right now, and one of the things I haven't mentioned in the video is that when you're watching these shots rebound off the D30, both the contoured and the kind of flatter sides, notice there is bounce back on both of them, okay? What you can hear, and I've deliberately left it in the video, about 2-3 foot away are some concrete paving slabs, and you can hear the balls hitting them afterwards. So the rebound is going off camera, and in some of these shots it really looks like it's hard and fast and going miles, but they aren't. Where it looks like it's pinging off, you can hear it hitting those pavers 2 to 3 feet away. So yes, it is rebounding, but given the sheer amount of kinetic force, it's only going a couple of feet. And again, in a catchbox situation, that's totally handleable. You know what I mean? You could live with that indoors. It's not a problem. So listen out for that little kind of metal dink of stainless steel on concrete after the shot. Okay, that did a pretty good job. I'm pretty impressed by it. There's some nice shots we'll see there where they just dropped off of it. There's definitely a big difference between the contoured side and the less contoured side. Just for the moment, I'm going to measure it. It's about 12mm thick. So I'm going to put the Poron up there. The Poron are about 2mm, so I'm going to double them over a few times and use both feet to try to get close to 12 to give it something close to a fair fight. I know it's not a fair comparison, but it's the best I can do. Let's do it. Okay, so these are 3mm thick, so that's 6mm, and that'll be 12mm folded. So that's basically the same sort of width as that, and it's the closest I can do. Right, let's swap them over, start firing at them. Right, okay, I stopped that really soon because I've basically shot a hole through it and wrecked it. That's basically 3 shots. The second one stopped it, I think. But still, I'm going to need a much thicker piece of Poron XRD. Judging by the durability of this stuff, it's just not going to be the one for what we need. It's not going to, it hasn't got the impact resistance. It probably has the shock absorption, but D30, D30, the orange stuff is obviously infinitely better, and I think that's the way we need to go. Poron XRD, at least in single sheets, doesn't seem like a good idea, but D30 is. Okay, so this is it. This is actually a back protector for a motorcyclist. You wear it in a pouch on your back, and God forbid you come off, it protects your spine, your vertebrae from breaking on fall. Something which would have been amazing. I've broken 2 vertebrae in my back from my motorcycling days. Not fun. I actually had 3 months of physio on it because they didn't x-ray it when I went to A&E, and they didn't diagnose that I had 2 broken vertebrae until many years later when I had a slipped disc and I'm getting an MRI'd, and the consultant says to me, "When did you break your back in 2 places?" And I said, "I haven't." He goes, "Yeah, you have," and he pointed it on the map, on the x-rays. Anyway, this stuff, because it's this orange stuff, it can be molded into, it can be put into any mold, any shape. So with this back protector, what they've done is they've got one side which is this very contoured side, and then and that's the bit that faces outwards, and then the inside bit that faces inwards to the body is this. So this side performed way better when we were just firing it just now. They were either getting stuck in these things, or these things, the air gap somehow was causing much less bounce back. They were kind of getting stuck in there a little bit and then dropping off. Sometimes they were getting stuck, but there's some brilliant shots which you'll see where it hits and they drop down, which is exactly what we're after. So initially I thought a plain is what I needed. This was plain and I'd make do with this, but actually some kind of contouring is definitely the way forward. This stuff is brilliant, really interesting. I want a bigger sheet of it. It's not that expensive, but it's not that cheap either. It's not trivially cheap, and I'm not really sure when people can hang up old t-shirts and tea towels in the back of their catchbox that you'd want to spend, I don't know, 50, 60, 80, 100 bucks, quid on something like this. The important thing to think about is if you're indoors, and we're all going into the winter now, having, sorry, mozzies are getting really everywhere, is having rebound protection is a big deal, right? I mean, we've all had bouncers indoors and it can get scary sometimes. So having this to just collect the balls, keep it safe, I'd really love something like that. So have a look at D30. It's a remarkable material. In America, you can get it in big sheets and contoured sheets and all kinds of stuff. We can't get it here in the UK. So if you've got a few quid spare, have a look at this and let us know how it goes, because I'd like to see something like this in the Amiga shop at some point. Right, I'm going before these friggin' mozzies get me. Have a great one. Cheers, like and subscribe. Bye.